What's up, YouTube? Nate the old school otaku here with Ruu-chan, and what we have in between us is this blind bag picked up from Otaku Joe's booth at Youmacon 2017. Ruu-chan picked it up for me originally as a Christmas present, but decided it'd be really cool for us to open it up together in order to find out exactly what's inside. And what am I talking about? Well, it says, let's take a ride down Nostalgia Lane. So what we got in here is a blind bag, $45 apparently, full of vintage purity. If you want to find out what's exactly inside, you know, I definitely do. Kind of feels laserdisc-y. Stay tuned! And welcome back. So, I was a little surprised when I kind of saw this bag sitting in a box full of goodies that we brought home from Youmacon, and I'll let Ruu-chan kind of talk a little bit more about what this supposedly is.
It was gonna be a Christmas present, and I was like, I think it would make a good YouTube episode. So that's what I made him do.
So yes, this is all her fault.
It's my fault.
But
Only my fault.
I still want to do it anyways. But yeah, I mean, Otaku Joe has these blind bags from time to time, and she likes to get them from time to time just to kind of see what's inside. Usually, you get more than what the bag is worth in it. So, like, even though this bag says $45, there's probably more than $45 worth of merchandise inside here, and I can pretty much agree based off of what I can kind of feel. Just if this is a bag of laserdiscs, which it kind of feels laserdisc-y, but it could be records. On average, typically, like the cheaper laserdiscs, the cheaper records are still going to cost you like $10-15 a piece. Just because of the cost of purchasing it originally in Japan and then shipping it all the way over here. It costs quite a bit. It costs just as much to ship it, if not more to ship it, than it did to actually purchase it in American money or Japanese yen or Canadian funny money or whatever currency you actually use.
Monopoly money.
It doesn't really matter. So just beyond that, but I mean, just kind of feeling it. I mean, it's got a little bit of a laserdisc-y shape to it, but it's a bit wider. There's a box in here that's kind of smaller, maybe a figure of some type, and possibly a couple of other random goodies in here. And
I'm really lucky at blind bags.
Yeah.
They started calling me at Youmacon the blind bag whisperer.
Because I guess she picked up a couple of blind bags, brought them in, opened them up with the rest of our department at Youmacon in our backstage area, and she starts pulling out all these cool things, and then so somebody brings her to the into the dealer's room and says, "Hey, pick out a good blind bag," and she picks out a good blind bag, and it's got some really good stuff in it. Mm-hmm. I think part of the problem is just you go to Otaku Joe's booth, you're going to get something good either way. He's not about cheaping out on a lot of this stuff, and yeah, I mean, usually the whole idea of the blind bag is package something that's sat around for a while and had a hard time getting rid of in a new way to make people want to buy it and get it out the door. But at the exact same time, you're getting some pretty good stuff usually.
Mm-hmm. He has various sizes and price points and.
So if you're ever at a con and you happen to see Otaku Joe's booth, I encourage you, and always have encouraged, to go check it out. Mm-hmm. I do. He's kind of my dealer. Gotta get that Laserdisc on. But yeah, I'm the old school. This says it's vintage, nostalgia, purity, so that intrigues me. And I think that's enough.
It's a match made.
It's enough talking. I think let's go ahead and open her up. Now, I do have the knife just in case, but I don't think we'll necessarily be using it. So I'll put it away for now. I think I'll just use my good old-fashioned man strength and open up a paper bag that has a couple of staples in it. The fact that this has actually stayed like this long since the con, pretty good.
Tribute to those staples.
Yes. Very. Ooh. Ooh.
Whoa. What?
Okay. I'm intrigued. All right, so first off, well, I think we're going to show what I first saw when I opened it, which made me kind of go, whoa.
Ooh.
It's VHS. What is this? This is Blue Seed, Volume 4. This is ADV Films release, original Japanese dialogue with English subtitles. Ooh. It's a subtitled VHS, folks. That's pretty cool. So this is Volume 4, called the Kushinada Project, a contest of wills and a contest of skills. Oh yeah, this has the Idol Singer contest episode where you actually get to listen to Megumi Hayashibara sing. Literally is the only episode of this series that I naturally watch in Japanese, mainly because I prefer to hear Megumi Hayashibara sing than the English voice actress sing. Not that she's bad.
No.
It's just Megumi's better.
Nobody can beat Megumi.
It's really hard. It's weird. Even though I have this on DVD and other ways, I still watch it in English dub because that's how I originally saw it from Blockbuster. So that's pretty cool. So Volume 4, and it looks like there's more. So let's see here.
My goodness.
Volume 3 of Blue Seed. This is the English language version. We've got Volume 2, also the English language version.
I'm going to hold the bag because
all right.
I don't want it to flop.
Let's see. This is Volume 1 of Blue Seed. Original Japanese dialogue with English subtitles. So here's an English sub version. Blue Seed Sacrifice, English language version. This is, I believe, the OVA, or the first OVA, because there's like 2 episodes that are OVAs. And then this is Blue Seed Fate and Destiny. Or, no, these are later episodes. That's what this is. This isn't... These are later. So this one's English language, and this one is subtitled.
Do you have any of these?
I don't have the VHS.
Oh, okay.
This is something I don't have. So now I have Blue Seed on VHS. I've actually been eyeing these on his shelf for quite some time. And
Joe did say you'd be pleasantly surprised.
Now I have it. So, yeah. Blue Seed Rebirth, English language version. I guess like randomly they decided to stop calling them volumes and just gave them a thing. So I'm not sure which volume, but this is a later volume, that's for sure. I think this might be like the last episodes. 60 minutes. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a volume number. It's just the thing.
This is like something to do with it. That number.
Yeah. Usually the numbers mean something. So this is Volume 6. Ooh, spicy.
Oh my.
Somebody in their skivvies.
Oh my.
There's a little bit of sexual maturity in Blue Seed, but not a whole lot actually. It's pretty wholesome show actually. And then Volume 5, A Date with Danger, on VHS. So that's pretty cool here. So what I thought was a figure is actually a stack of VHS. This is as far as I can tell, this is probably the whole series. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, there's 9 volumes. 9 volumes at 2 episodes, approximately a volume, comes out to, what's that, 18 episodes? Some of these might be slightly longer. Oh wait, no, they're all 60 minutes. So 60 minutes is 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's approximately 3 episodes. So 3 episodes per tape. 3 times 9 is 27. Yes, 27. Yes, I learned that technique growing up. Maybe you did. If you didn't know, 9 times 1, 9. 9 times 2, 18. It just kind of works that way. Weird, ain't it? Oh. I've heard the kids these days don't learn that.
I never learned it.
Oh, I did. I don't know my times tables.
I don't either.
But yeah, this seems to be about the full series. It's approximately, yeah, I think 27 episodes. That sounds about right. Mm-hmm. For the whole entire series. So that's pretty cool. So all of Blue Seed on VHS.
I was hoping that wasn't something that you already had oodles of.
Yes. So set that aside for now. And what else have we got in here? We've got a VHS, or not a VHS.
Wow.
We've had VHSs.
Wow.
This is a DVD.
Wow.
So this is Time Stranger. From the director of Pokemon movies and the character designer of Inuyasha the movie comes Time Stranger, US Manga Core release. This is a 90-minute OVA movie something. Delightfully spunky attitude. 40 years ago, Remy Shimada piloted a giant battle robot and saved the world. Now the former heroine lies helplessly on the brink of death, battling an evil that is driving her mind into oblivion.
Oh boy.
This is 80s like masterpiece. This is 85. This came out in 1985. And I believe I have a Blu-ray version of this now. Because I think it's called something else. It's not. It's something Time Stranger, actually, not Time Stranger. It might be on the shelf somewhere. It might be somewhere else. I remember possibly seeing it, maybe having picked another version of this up. But this is like one of the originals, so that's kind of cool. English with English and Japanese with English subtitles, so dual media. It's a US Manga Core release version of it. Oh, that's right. Discotheque had picked this up, so they released it, I believe, on Blu-ray. I don't remember if this is one that I have or not. I might, or it's just something I remember to look into, or something or other. I don't know. I've got so much. I hardly remember a lot of what I have. I kind of remember, but I kind of don't, which becomes a problem when I'm looking. We need to sit down and catalog everything.
That we do.
Eventually. But yeah, that's cool. Time Stranger. This is like Budokan Time Stranger or something like that.
I don't know. Never saw it. Never heard of it.
I'm sure I will put what it actually is down here. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So I mean, if I were to talk about like pricing wise here, I mean this says $12, so $12 worth here. The VHSs usually go for $2 to $3 a piece, typically. So we got 9 of them here at $2 a piece. That's 18 plus 12. That's 30. $30 worth right here. And then it looks like we have some laser discs. So pull them out, and that looks like that's it. Each of these are $10 a piece, so this is $30 worth right here. And this is some Japanese kids show that I don't know. Okay, that's the back. Okay, so these are the front. Just a lot of text. It's kind of hard. I don't know if you can read the moon runes.
I'd have to think about it longer than what people want to sit down and watch me sound out something, but it almost looks like it's by whoever did Brave Detective Conan. Almost.
Maybe.
Character design wise.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Looks like this came out in looks like February. This disc came out in February of '93. The original, I have no clue in the original storyline, but this definitely looks like '80s, late '80s, early '90s, design wise.
Try Google Translate.
It was about 30 minutes per, I think, of each of these. Yeah, this definitely seems like some type of kids adventure show where the kids do weird adventure-y things. Looks like
different time periods.
Yeah, fighting feudal times with giant mecha.
They go to space.
With giant mecha, just giant mecha and fairies and yokai and.
Looks like the obligatory school festival episode.
Yeah. Take a deeper dive. Why not? Hey, this is what this channel's all about. Showing you these awesome Laserdisc stuff. So, pull inside, and we've got the disc. And then
that's neat.
Some more liner art and character designs and stuff, so you kind of see some character designs and liner material, and then these look like postcards. So you got the back, the postcards, and then the actual front, so you can kind of see the different images. Yeah.
Are they perforated or they're not perforated? They don't look perforated.
They are not perforated.
Oh, good. Because that would mean they'd fall apart.
Now, it might be this might be the name. Raijin O.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's English.
Yeah, Raijin O. Because it was like something ends in O.
Yeah, so that might be what this is. Raijin O. I don't know what Raijin O is. I'll have to look into it. But it's kind of neat. Either way. Alright, let's get this. Try to get this back in here. I know I can do it. I've done it before.
I believe in you.
It's happened before. Alright. Look in the others. Why not? This is what you guys pay to see, right? See me open up Laserdiscs and show you the awesome, cool stuff inside. So yeah, this is kind of cover of this, and then the rear cover. So this looks like they're in feudal times. That one, and I guess I was a bad boy. Let me show you this one. So this is the first disc, it seems like, and then this is like school festival, and you can see the giant robots and whatnot with that one. And then if I pull inside here, looks like you've got a singular disc. And looks like that's it. So you just got the
Raijin O fan call. Oh, fan art.
That's cool. So yeah, you've got some fan art on this one. And then message from the animation director, who is
boy. Very busy.
His name is AKI, or at least that's all we can see from that. And then some more of the character design information on here. No postcards this time, but some extra information and whatnot. You don't see this type of stuff in U.S. releases, even in Laserdisc. You just don't see this type of stuff in a lot of U.S. releases of anything, really. We just get the show in 4 to 6 episodes per volume, and they pay 6,800 yen. That's about $68. Little more, little less, depending on the time period, for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But they get some extra cool stuff too. And so here's volume 3, or at least as far as I can tell, is volume 3. It's really hard to tell. Doesn't necessarily say anywhere that I can see. That makes it easy for me to see.
Yeah, I don't
A
know.
lot of these will actually say like Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3 on them. But these specific ones do not. I can understand why people probably didn't pick these up, just because probably no one really knows exactly what this is. But just because I don't know what this is doesn't mean I don't like the fact that I own it. This is cool. It's still awesome. So this is more plasticky paper. The others were more like newspapery paper. And this is glossy paper. So it looks like some special report, I guess some more information, potentially. It's all in moon runes. I can't read the moon runes, so that's really about it. And then back here, some more information. Looks like some character design sketches and stuff, kind of showing you height differences between some of the characters and whatnot. So, yeah. That's...
I want to cosplay as the eyeball.
It's kind of a cute character. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the eyeball.
A little eyeball character. It's kind of cute. So, yeah, I mean, just based off of what is here that actually has price tags on them, all three of these are $10 a piece from the price tag. So that's $30 between these three laser discs. $12 here, so that's already $42 worth. And then all of that. So pretty much broke even-ish,
Yeah,
I would say, based off of prices if we were to buy these all separate. Kind of broke even, but at least as far as some of the nostalgia, it's up there. I mean, Time Stranger, this is something interesting and new. I haven't seen this one before. I know of it, but I just hadn't seen it. Blue Seed I have seen. I very much enjoy Blue Seed. It's a pretty good show, I think. And it's kind of cool to own it on VHS now. I own it on DVD in a couple of different formats. Yeah, so I mean, this is kind of your standard U.S. Manga Core release. So really, there's not much inside. It's just the other side of the plastic because they use the clear cover style. So the other side of the front cover is the liner notes and everything, the cast, who plays who, chapter credits, and then just a basic disc here. Ooh, yeah, typical style. Ooh, I think this was a used disc. Definitely looks used. There's a couple of scratches in it. They're not circular, so that's good. That's usually easy enough to buff out. Like I could take this disc up to Disc Replay, which is just down the street. Our local one is.
Is that a separation or is that a fingerprint?
It's a fingerprint. It's not a separation. You're actually seeing the cover there.
Oh, okay. I'm actually seeing through the disc.
Yeah, you kind of can see it through the disc a little bit. But overall, yeah, it looks fine. Just a little bit of buffing should probably bring it back to life. And whether or not I ever actually sit down and put in this version and watch this version, I don't know. Especially if I have the Blu-ray. I might just watch the Blu-ray edition. But owning this copy is cool. Because this is actually the only version of this that I've seen that look like this. All the others mainly show this background image, which I believe is the main character. They mainly just show her. So, it's neat. This is all regions, so interesting, US Manga Core. You made an all-region version. Neat. Either way. So yeah, we got Sengai-O. Raijin-O. 3 volumes on Laserdisc. Time Stranger on DVD. 90-minute show from 1985. And Blue Seed on VHS. Yeah. Pretty cool. I think this is a pretty nice haul, actually.
10 out of 10 with blind bag again.
As long as it's a vintage blind bag. At least in my book. Or if I can see that there's laser discs in it.
Yeah. Well, any blind bag from Joe's is a winner.
Yeah. But, so that is this vintage purity blind bag that we had picked up at Youmacon 2017 from Otaku Joe.
Yep.
Thank you again, Joe, for making this bag. It's pretty cool. Awesome chance to look at some stuff that I probably would have looked over, to be honest. I definitely would have looked over the DVD just because it's DVD. I definitely would have looked these over because these aren't... I have never seen this show, so it's not something high on my list to pick up and purchase.
Yep.
So I probably would have looked over that, but now I have it, which is cool. My Laserdisc player is hooked up to my TV, so I could always pop these in and take a look at any point in time. So that's definitely cool, and obviously Blue Seed. I've definitely been eyeing these for a while, but sometimes it's like, well, I could spend the money on the VHS, or I could buy 1 or 2 Laserdiscs, and I wind up going with the Laserdiscs usually, just because especially if I have something already in another format. Sometimes it's like, well, it's just more VHS to sit on a shelf and probably never get watched or used. But who knows? I might use them at some point in time. After all, I am planning to make a AMV one of these days with Laserdiscs and VHS and going from track to track and doing stuff the old school way because I hate myself. Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Chisel and stone. Ding, ding, ding.
Exactly. So, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate it. This is cool. Of course, everything you give to me winds up being yours too, I guess. So that's how married life goes. But yes, so that was cool. That was awesome. Hopefully, we'll have more of these types of things up in the future. And obviously, there's a lot of stuff, like between the stuff that she picked up at Youmacon, between Christmas and my birthday presents, plus all the stuff that I picked up on my own from Youmacon. And then all the stuff we got over Christmas break and visiting my parents a couple of times and just our random shopping sprees at all the different disc replays and stuff over the past 6 months-ish or so. There's a lot more stuff to go over here up in the future. And then obviously I'm planning other different pieces and bits of content coming out to you guys, such as I definitely want to start doing, if I hadn't already done it by the time you see this episode, more other types of videos, such as talking about releases.
Oh my god. I exploded.
Talking about some old school releases that are coming out over the current recent future and whatnot. So hopefully we'll be getting that out to you in more rapid succession. What you probably have already noticed is episodes coming out more on a regular schedule, and I'm going to try to keep that ball rolling with more stuff, because obviously there's still tons of stuff to talk about, plenty of stuff to sit down and review. Like, it'd be kind of cool to pop these in and do a review of what exactly this is, or at least as best as I can, because while obviously I can't read the moon runes, I also have a hard time understanding the moon speak a little bit. I kind of catch meanings, but actually doing a full translation, not something that I can really do, but it's kind of cool to check out some of those things. So obviously tons more content coming along down the road, guys. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching me up to this point, watching our talking heads as we went about looking at all this cool stuff. Definitely appreciate it. And if this is your first time tuning in, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button, especially if you like what I have coming in, because that'll put you front row and center whenever I release something new, especially if you hit that notification icon, the little bell icon, because YouTube kind of picks and chooses whether or not it actually tells you guys what's going on. Yep. Obviously, you can also follow me on Facebook at The Old School Otaku, on Twitter at ngsilver, on my website, on Tumblr. All of those links and information for that is in the description below. Every time I post a new video, more information will get put out there, and I try to have a little bit of extra content and things for you guys to look at throughout the week as well, in between episode releases. So if you want to see more of my lovely mug, and Ruu-chan's lovely mug as well. From time to time, obviously, you can check out those things that way, and take a moment and maybe consider helping support me on Patreon as well, or just sharing works out great for you guys. Just kind of get the word out there. If you have any questions, any comments, maybe a little bit more, especially about like this show.
Yeah.
Feel free. Let me know in the comments below as well, so we can get a little bit of a conversation going on what exactly all of this stuff is. That'll be tons of fun, really cool to do. So I enjoy chatting with you guys in the comments on Facebook and over Twitter, things like that. So feel free, please do. There'll be tons of fun and enjoyable. But I think that brings us to the end.
Yes.
So yes, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate every single one of you guys. So this is Nate, the old school otaku.
And Ruu-chan.
And Ruu-chan, signing off.
You're like, I don't know what this is, but I'm excited for it. Yay.
It's Laserdiscs! Oh, Laserdiscs!
Can we build a Laserdisc fort?
It's a doodle-doo.
It's a what?
A doodle-doo.
A DVD. I thought you said it's a doodle-dee.
On some VHS.